This video is about teaching kids the value of money. Obviously, money is very important. It's part of our economic system. It's the way that we barter and exchange for goods and services. So here's the scenario. Trying to teach your kids to recognize that there's not an endless supply of money. So what I did was I gave them an example using some objects and said, here is the objects that we have. They represent the food, and I have a certain amount of money. So I had one kid play the role of the shopkeeper or grocery store attendant or what have you, cashier. And I said, hey, I'm going to take my money and I'm going to buy these goods. So I gave my money to the kid. And I took the goods that they had and I put them here. And then I said, all right, well, now I'm going to take this food and I'm going to make dinner. So I had 2 items and I gave them those 2 items to kids. One gets one piece, one gets the other piece. That represents the meal. This last piece here was a meal for another day. So I told them we're going to fast forward, and it's the next morning. They have breakfast and everything, and then one kid comes home from school and eats that meal that we have there. And so then I say, well, now I'm personally going to go into the kitchen, see what is in the kitchen to try to make dinner. Now, the food that was there has been eaten by one kid, kid A. Now we don't have any food, you see. That was all that we had. See, I'd already given all my money to the shop attendant. I'd taken the goods that they had, and I served them their meals, you see. Now they recognize that there's nothing left to give. You know, there's no money. All the goods are gone. So now there's nothing that we have. You can't make something out of nothing. There's no materials to make dinner, then you can't make dinner. That's an example that I gave to them. And if you are trying to explain to your kids about resources and where they come from and what you do with them, it's good to give them examples like that. You know, bring them in on it. You know, when you take them shopping, let them have the money. Let them actually pay for something. You know, then bring it home with you and have them cook it. Then after they cook it, you guys eat it. And they feel like they're a part of that process. You can either go as far as saying, okay, well, we are going to give you an example of what it's like to work. So all week, you say, okay, you're going to do a task. You're going to do a task, and I'm going to pay you for it. You know, and maybe you can use the Bitcoin process for that. Then at the end of the week, we're going to go shopping for groceries. Then they're going to take their Bitcoins and they're going to use those Bitcoins to buy groceries. All right? What they buy, you're going to take that and you're going to feed it to everybody. And then once that's done, then they can see how that works. See, you have nothing left. And then you can use this example that I gave you at the beginning of the video. So that's just something that you can do for teaching your kids how to respect resources, seeing where stuff is coming from, and taking them through the whole process. Because you want them to be good citizens, you want them to be mature and be able to take care of things. And it's not like you can only do it one time, you're going to have to do it more than once. But the more you do it, the more that you get them involved, and the earlier you do it, more likely they're going to respect money, they're going to respect resources. At the very least, they're going to know where it's coming from and what kind of choices are made in that process. So there's your video for today.